Well, I'm sitting here in the dark. Suddenly, I turned off the lights. Well, a lot of the lights. Let me see what the heck I did. Um, well, or maybe sitting here in the dark looking like I'm in the witness protection program, or I'm in some anonymous source might not be a bad thing given the topic I'm going to be talking about very briefly. Well, let's try this. See if I can shed some light on the situation. Well, that helped a little bit. I'm blinded though. Well, anyhow, so I'm not going to do much of a 31 nights broadcast tonight, just because this has been another weird day in a weird week. And so everything is a little off kilter and behind. And I want to spend some time writing so I can finish some game rules that I have been wanting to do and that are currently half finished and over on the New Low Games blog. But when someone finds this recording, hopefully they'll be done. They'll be up there. But I want to talk about horror graphic novel titled Ninecrow today. It is by an writer-artist named Dora Mitchell. She seems to do mostly children's books and young adult material. And the Ninecrow graphic novel sort of fits into that category as well. But it's also a very well done, very creepy horror story that I believe adults can enjoy. Certainly, I enjoyed it, although I may only marginally be considered an adult, mentally at least. I think it's 160 pages. Finally, the graphic novel. She just recently finished it. She had been serializing it online over the past 2 years. I discovered her efforts by accident, researching something completely different, and stumbled on her site, read a few pages that were up there, and went, wow, this is very interesting. So at that time, there were 3 chapters available of the book, if memory serves, and I read all 3. And shortly after that, she launched a Kickstarter to support an actual collection of the book, of all the stories and the pages into a book. And I will confess, I'm old-fashioned. I like holding a book in my hands when I'm reading it. So I backed the Kickstarter. It will, by all accounts, soon be arriving, the hard copy of the book. And today she sent a link to PDF downloads that were part of the Kickstarter. And I haven't looked at them yet. But I'm assuming that once Kickstarter is delivered, the Ninecrow book will be available for a sale. There's actually a thing on her website that said it's available for pre-order. I would encourage people out there to take a look at the available previews that are on Ms. Mitchell's site. I got it linked below. Also linked below is a post over at the Shades of Grey blog where I first talked, and yeah, sorry, allergies are also kicking my butt today on top of everything else. Where a link on Shades of Grey where I first talked about Ninecrow after I discovered it. There's some a little bit of sample art there, a little bit of me just kind of talking about the book. It was a while before the Kickstarter came around, and so yeah, Ninecrow, definitely worthwhile reading for this Halloween. If you backed the Kickstarter, if you're somehow by some weird chance end up here, good for you. You made a good choice, and hopefully you'll enjoy the book when it's in your hands. Apparently, if I'm reading the comment here, some commentary Mitchell has made correctly, this Ninecrow book does wrap up the story that was started, which is of a young girl or a young teenage girl moves to this strange mountain town with her mother and recently divorced mother, I think, and soon discovers that this place isn't just strange, it's got some very dark secrets, and she sets out to uncover those secrets along with a friend that she makes in the town. It's got nice art. It's got a nicely paced story, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how everything turns out because I stopped reading the online pages when I signed up for the Kickstarter, wanting to just get the whole thing in one sitting. So I still don't know how it turns out, but comments I've seen from Mitchell indicate that while this story that was started in this Ninecrow book, while it wraps up more or less, it also ends with enough of a sort of open ending to it to make room for a volume 2, which Mitchell is apparently already working on. So there's another reason for checking out Ninecrow and pre-ordering it off of her website. Again, I'm assuming that that's a pre-order for those who didn't back the Kickstarter, so they can order the book now. And maybe it'll show up on Amazon too at some point. I don't know. A lot of these Kickstarters seem to, but we'll see. Anyhow, that's basically all I really had, was just sharing my my joy of knowing that soon Ninecrow will be in my hands. I'll be able to read the ending that I've been waiting months for, and to encourage other people to check it out. At the very least, check out Mitchell's website and check out some of her work, because it is, as I said, she's a pretty good artist. One of the things that that was also sent to me as part of the Kickstarter rewards were 3 issues of a book that she did, comic book that she did, 3-issue series called Crooked Mile. I'll have to take a look at that. I probably won't get around to it until after October is over, but maybe if it's in black and white, or if it's horror oriented, I will be able to talk about it on one of the 2 blogs. Time will tell. So I won't be signing off just quite yet, but because I do need to make a couple of sort of tests and experiments. Because like I've said before, but basically the rest of this is just going to be junk and me looking into how things operate. So we're basically done with anything of interest, unless you want to just see me practice YouTubing and checking things out, see how things work. Let's see. Let me find this broadcast. There it is. There it is. With the split-second delay. Well, I guess it's about a second delay. So let's turn that down. Basically, what I am curious about is whether I can switch to other windows on the computer. See, the setup here is I haven't bothered getting a camera other than what's in my laptop. So I use the laptop to go live onto YouTube and talk at the camera. And then I do, just because I hate the keyboard and laptop, to be honest with you. So I use the other computer to sort of write the captions. Maybe someday I'll actually be motivated enough to edit these things, and I'll be doing that on the other computer. Although I have resolved that if I'm still enjoying myself doing this by the end of October, and if there's at least a handful of people that are coming to look at these things. I will probably get myself. Yeah, light is just weird tonight. I don't know what to do about it. I will probably just get a real camera, so I can just use the rig over here and just sort of not deal with the laptop at all. But I was going to test something. Remember to pimp your channel. Oh, thank you for coming by, Combi. And remember to pimp your channel on my Facebook page. Okay, I will have to find out who you are. I mean, is your Facebook page linked on your I mean, you have a YouTube thing. I'll go look at it. And thank you for subscribing. I saw that you did. That's something else. If I get to 45 subscribers, I'll buy another hat and I'll wear that. But I was going to see if I could flip off of this screen. Yeah, flip off this screen. Change from this screen. And whether that impacts anything. No, it does not. Okay. So I actually can flip to posts that I want to talk about and refresh my memory on things when it suddenly goes blank. And then I can go back. Okay, excellent. All right, so yeah, maybe I'll get a camera. Maybe I'll figure out how to use the light rigs better. But for now, I am going to, actually, first I'm going to go find Comey's Facebook page and pimp my YouTube channel, and then I will finish these writing projects that have been sitting around. Oh, okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Chili is an idiot page. Yes, indeed. And I actually have resolved that I'll be doing another Chili post, since he has once again declared his candidacy for God knows what office, and I'll have to express my support for his candidacy. All right, so yeah, I will be hopping over to Chili is an Idiot, and I will happily plug my channel over there. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Get on Facebook. Yeah, and I should wrap it up here so I can do something about this itchy nose. Anyhow, thank you, Combi. I will be right there. And but for now, this is it here on YouTube. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow with a couple of things. So we're going to click button number 1, click button number 2, and we are clear.